Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, March 30th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. It was a contentious topic, and after a 5-hour meeting this month, Flagler County commissioners compromised on school impact fees, striking a deal with the school district.
The deal marks the first rise in school impact fees in 17 years. Commissioner Andy Dance made the winning motion.
What sold it is the district was creative enough to look at escalation clauses. So it's kind of a performance-based ordinance. If the district grows by 500 students, they get an additional $500 added to it. Because a lot of the commissioners didn't believe in the study, and they thought that student population wasn't going to grow enough. Well, now that they've established the base, now it's really just strictly performance. If the students grow, the school district gets additional funds. If they don't grow, it stays at the base rate.
Dance says the school district has some impact fees already paid in reserves, and a project is underway that will alleviate capacity issues on the high school level. Greg Blase, president and CEO of the Palm Coast Flagler Chamber of Commerce, doesn't take issue with raising the one-time levy on new construction to just over $5,400 per single-family home.
We need to make sure we have an appropriate amount of money in the school system's coffers to build future schools to match population. The concern becomes we don't know exactly how many new students we should be expecting.
Blase says the issue for him is that builders and developers have to pay impact fees up front before they build a home to fund the school system's future growth, and that will in turn impact residents.
That will increase the cost of housing in a fairly big way in Flagler County. So that is what I'm concerned about, because the cost of housing in this community is already very high when you look at supply chain issues. When you look at workforce issues, obviously, anytime there's a COVID outbreak, that affects the entire workforce, and that includes the home building industry.
Blase says 1/6 of all jobs in Flagler County are tied to construction, making the industry a major economic driver. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
A new partnership aims to save taxpayers money and lower inmates' medical costs at the Flagler County Jail.
Sheriff Rick Staley says he learned of a program that could lower those expenses.
The Florida Sheriff Association has an inmate medical program, which is like a PPO in the private insurance industry. The county is required to provide adequate medical care for inmates, and often that requires inmates to go to the hospital or an outside medical provider.
The savings will result from a new partnership.
The county, the sheriff's office, and the Florida Sheriff Association have now joined forces to use the Florida Sheriff Association inmate medical program to reduce the cost. We anticipate this saving the taxpayers thousands of dollars each year.
The partnership is structured so the county pays no fees for the service if there's no cost reductions. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
Learn basic disaster and emergency response skills in an upcoming course.
Disaster preparedness, fire safety, light search and rescue, and team organization are classes being offered through the Community Emergency Response Team CERT, nationally certified free training program. Flagler County Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord.
This course teaches residents basic disaster skills, fire safety, basic first aid, search and rescue, and even how to organize neighborhood teams to help support our entire community in a disaster. This is a 30-hour national standard course, and it's going to be taught Monday and Wednesday evenings from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. each night, starting on April 25th and ending on May 25th.
Lord adds previous experience isn't necessary, just a desire to learn and help others. Registration is required for this 30-hour course and can be accessed by going to flaglercounty.gov/emergency and then selecting volunteering and training from the menu. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
If you call 911 in Palm Coast, how fast do first responders get to you?
Fire Chief Jerry Forte said on a recent episode of Common Ground that the city council said they want the fire department to reach a house in 7 minutes or less 85% of the time.
In 7 minutes or less, a fire in a room becomes a fire in 2 rooms, and it doubles in size. And if someone's having a heart attack, any oxygen deprivation after 7 minutes will cause permanent brain damage.
Forte said that if firefighters and first responders can get to a house in less than 7 minutes, they have a better chance of saving the house, or even better, saving a person's life. You can listen to this entire interview on the Flagler Radio app, or you can catch Common Ground on Sunday mornings at 10 on WNZF. Tomorrow, who goes out on an emergency call? We'll hear from Jennifer Fiveash. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.